What's up? It's your boy, Jes33king Productions. And yes, finally, we here. We lit. We got it going on. We got it going down. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, you gotta subscribe. Right there at that red button. And if you want to be a part of the notification squad, make sure you hit that bell so you can get instant access to Jes33king Production. What's going on? What's good in the damn YouTube hood? That's what we call it, the YouTube hood. How is it going? Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up? Jes33king. We got beef in the street. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to read my tarot cards. No, I don't believe in that stuff. If I pull a 2, that means there's a bright future. Oh, I pulled a 2. If I pull a 10, man, So, what's going on? What's up, everybody? What's up, Abby? What's up, Shatira? What's up, Huggy, Pinocchio number 7, right? No, I'm bullshitting. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna just let this shit marinate for a second. I'm gonna just chill for a second and just let people pop on. But our topic is today. Oh, damn it! I just got home, so I didn't get a chance to do that research on. The top of the subject today is going to be Kanika. We're going to talk about Kanika. Let's talk some Kanika stuff. Let's talk some good Kanika stuff. Let's talk about the past, present, and future. Let's talk about what was, what is, and what should have been. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about, in a Kanika, what was true and what was false. Basically, we're going to talk about what was true and what was false. Since there's people that's not protesting, but promoting that I should take down my old videos. My old videos that was proven to be incorrect. I think we all had some thoughts that was correct, but as things turned out, it was incorrect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said she got murdered. Guess what? She didn't get murdered. Kanika Jenkins did not get murdered. Yes, I said it. She did not get murdered. She did lose her life to an unfortunate event that led up to her death. How is that possible? Well, you locked me in a freezer not knowing that this freezer is going to freeze me or suffocate me, then I can pass away. That's not murder. That's called manslaughter. So yes, she didn't get beat. She didn't get strangled. She did get raped. I feel that's just my honest opinion. But did she get murdered? Did somebody take a gun and shoot her or beat her to death? No. And we now know that. That's why they called it an accidental death. These people are expert. The coroner people, the people that do the autopsy, if I'm pronouncing it right, autopsy, they're expert at doing things like this. Unless you got an underhand that want to get those kidneys and shit, so then you go pass on something to the left and say, "Hey, yeah, it was an accidental death." You can understand what I'm saying? Like blank I 2. She said it was cover up, so I'm leaning towards more of a cover up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many variables that says that it was something more than what it is. Now, what is that more? What is that something more? We can honestly go back and I don't have a device to where I can take you to, unless I go in that other room. I could do that. Anyway, let me just talk about this. Let me talk us through this. I remember there was and they still haven't done this. I remember when this case first opened up. And I want y'all to hear me on this one. If you're just tuning in, we're talking, our topic today is Kenneka Jenkins. I haven't did a topic on Kenneka Jenkins in a minute, but our topic is Kenneka Jenkins. This is what I have a problem with that case. I remember when they had that scene, and I call it a scene, in the kitchen, not when they had her body out, but when the case first, when that initial first response officer went in there. What did you see? When that first response officer initially called in, yes, we got this and such and so's a body, whatever, in the freezer. What are we missing? What are we missing up to today that nobody never asked for? I'm asking some specific question to my subscribers who's listening to me. Don't watch the chat. Listen to what I'm saying. If there's something, what is that we're missing in that scene when the first response, they took that video down? You haven't seen that video since. I remember it because it was just something that imprinted in my brain. I don't know why, but I remember it because you heard the officer speaking on his radio. Now, what does that say? That says that, hey, Felicia, that says that on those video cameras that was recording everything that was going in and out and recorded Kenneka going into that kitchen, that's not only do they have video, but they also have audio. They had sound, right, Paula? They had sound. So in essence, if I can hear a police officer's radio for backup or say, hey, it's confirmed there is a dead body in a freezer and stuff like that, then guess what? We possibly can hear, and listen to the murder or the rape or the people or the person that caused this girl's death. Why haven't we seen that audio be released? Because I have no doubts of what I remember seeing, because I remember seeing and hearing, and he radioed. It was a white officer. He came out and it was just him. I remember him doing like this. He was talking on his radio, and not only did you see the video, you heard the video. So if I'm seeing the video and hearing the video, that means I can see Kenneka walk in there, and I can hear other people and their voices, possibly a fight or a struggle or something. Why haven't they released that audio? Why haven't they released that audio? You get what I'm saying? So I'm with people that's saying it was a cover-up. There is a cover-up somewhere. Somewhere there's a cover-up. Somewhere there's somebody that's sitting back still sweating bullets to this day because of the big cover-up. Because sometimes when you sleep under the cover-up, then that bed get kind of messed up, and then now you got to remake it. And sometimes you ain't making a bed right. Your mama come behind you, boy, make that bed up right. And then she see that shit under your bed, and she's like, oh no, we got to talk about this shit. So let's hope that this person that's covering all this shit up get exposed. Holla at your boy Jes33king Productions. But so what do you guys think about audio? If you look at all these cameras, I mean, this is a 5-star restaurant. I'm not just, if I'm the owner of this 5-star restaurant, I'm going to have this freaking hotel covered with cameras. Indeed, they are. They do, because let me ask you, it's just a hotel. It's not a casino, right? It's a 5-star hotel. Families, kids, everybody. Mom, dads, daughters, sons, everybody comes through this hotel. That is the hotel to go to in an upscale neighborhood, in the suburb. You think these people ain't got cameras with audio? Every time I talk about this audio, it goes over people's heads. You know what I'm saying? It goes over people's heads. And I don't get that. I don't get why people are not like really understanding what I'm just saying, because it's going over everybody's head right now. Y'all should be focused right now on me. Forget what's going on in the chat. In fact, I'm going to shut the chat off. I don't know if y'all can still send messages. I don't know. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Listen, think about this shit. There's audio. There's audio to these videos that we're looking at, and it's so crazy that we can see the timestamp, we can see the video, we can see what hallway, we can see some of every goddamn thing with these videos, but we just can't hear them. Why did they take all the sounds to every video that's out there? Why? And y'all go listen to this. Because the sound tells a story. It tells a story even in the hallway. Even in the hallways of the hotel, you have sound. But why do they take away all the sound? Why did they take away every video that had sound? They took it away from us, and there's a reason why. Because it's people it's people's sounds that they don't even want us to hear it. They don't want us to understand that there's sound to this video. Why haven't no one else questioned these videos about the sound? You get what I'm saying? Let me see. I didn't put everybody on damn timeout. Oh, I didn't turn off the chat. So y'all was able to still, okay, all right, yeah, so. And that's disturbing. So now we have the hallways. We have the hallways that Kanika Jenkins was walking up, right? She's walking up these hallways, right? And we see it. But these cameras have audio. They have audio. Why haven't we heard the audio? More importantly, and the topic is Kanika. More importantly, there's audio in that kitchen. I remember when I heard that officer call the murder in, or they said they called it something. I don't know the code name for it, but I heard it, and I was watching them, and I'm listening, and I'm like, wow, this girl is really dead. You follow what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, this girl's dead. Shit. It was like deep for me at that moment when I heard that cop say that. But what's troubling is that when the investigation started, we never heard nothing else about the audio. We never heard nothing else about all this video footage and no sound. We just see a lost soul walking up she's trying to find her way. And one day I was just like drinking and I was just looking at the videos and I kind of felt sad. I started tearing up and I started thinking like, damn, she lost her way in a hotel. She was walking, trying to find her way, and it just hit my heart, like boom, like, man, she's literally stumbling, trying to find her way. Cynthia Williams says, this is bigger than you think, Jess. Chief of police and management of the hotel are kin. Really? Well, I'm going to go somewhere even further. The people that works in security have kinship to some people in the police department. Some people in management have kinship to some of the people in the police department. You got to understand, this hotel is nothing small. It's big, and even some of the staff members, You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that even the person that had a choice to operate the camera or had all the footage of this footage is I mean it's still there. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. But what scares me is that how can these people get away with the murder? Somebody asked me why you don't like Zach. That's James. I don't have nothing. I'm glad you asked that question because I have nothing personally against Zach. Even when he was alive, I would tell you I don't have nothing personal against him. Like I tell you, I'm a rookie to this YouTube thing. And before I understood there was people that was sabotaging um other people platforms. Like Card Jack was acting like Card 7, and 7 was Zach. So you had somebody like a Chosen would portray like they're Zach, and then would come on and say, "Yes, I'm Marco, and I represent Zach, and I want to whoop your ass, forget you, Jes." And I'm like, "Oh, Zach, why would you do that?" And then when Zach called in and said, "Man, that wasn't me," I believed him. Zach told me it was not him. You got to understand, I was getting calls from his platform and saying I'm representing Zach, I'm with the BDs and then, whatever. But I come to find out that it was not him. And so I understood it was another group of people that was just trying to get subscribers. And it was just sad that people got to go through such extremes just to go on somebody else's platform and lie on somebody else. That says a lot about that person's character. But I don't have nothing personally against Zach. I didn't. I never did, never will. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't judge a person by a moment in their life. I can judge Zach now because he's dead. Actually, I only can judge what I've experienced. I can't even judge him from beginning to the end. Only his mother can. Only his father can, because they know how he was from beginning to end. Can nobody take a moment out of Zach's life and say, "Hey, this is who he is. He's this bad kid, or he's this kind of person." I refuse to judge people like that. You know what I'm saying? I always say, judge me when I'm dead and gone. And if you my family member, then you really can judge me. You know what I'm saying? But don't take a moment out my life and say that's who you are for the rest of your life, because I would never be that bad thing. Whatever you're trying to portray me as, that's just not me. That's not how I get down. That's not what I want for myself in my life. I love my family. I love my wife. I love my children. I love my sisters. I love my brothers. I love my mothers. I love all my children. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's what it is. My next topic tomorrow is about domestic violence. Tomorrow, my next live is going to be strictly about domestic violence. What role do you play? What role do you play as a man? What role do you play as a woman? What is domestic violence? Is it physical? Is it audio? Is it this? Is it taunting? What is domestic violence? And that's what we're going to talk about. I just feel the need to talk about that because a lot of our young women and a lot of our young men. Wait a minute. Yes, there are actually men that get beat up too. Believe it or not. I seen it. Of course, on Facebook. I've never seen it in person. Actually, I did see. I was a kid. I remember seeing. Yeah, I got a deck of cards. I've seen one time in my life. I've seen this really big lady beat up this really skinny guy, and that was just I was young. It was the next door neighbors, and it was both of them was kind of drunk, or no, the guy was drunk and the girl was sober, and yeah, I remember that. Ooh, I'm tired. Oh, when I was speaking, when Zach called in, all you got to do is go to his videos. Cause I was like, cause at first I'm like, this can't be Zach. Why would he step down off his big ass platform to come down to mine? Cause mind you, only had like 6,000 subscribers at the time. But I think the reason why Zach jumped on is because I was hitting some key points that he felt like was impossible for me to know, and I felt like he needed to deflect that. And that's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I will always believe that. I will always believe that my truth was was his reflection of what he experienced on what he was doing. And I felt like he needed to jump in and say, hey, stop talking about this shit. Because anytime you speak the truth, and like for example, if I know this, I knew Chosen was lying on me. I knew he was lying on me. I knew I never accepted no money from Zach. Why would I accept money from him if I'm talking bad about him? You know what I'm saying? Once I knew that Chosen was fake is when he started talking this rhetoric that I was in Chicago. He seen me in Chicago and stuff like that. And once I heard that, you know what I'm saying? I could have just I knew it was fake. That's why I laughed it off. That's why you would never see me just get angry. Because I knew it was fake. I knew he was fake. I knew he was lying. So that's my point is about Zach. He was really angry. He wasn't laughing. Why wasn't you laughing? Because if you think that I'm telling a fib, then you don't give no energy to it. He gave energy to what I said. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh, he gave energy to it. So I thought I had something, but my words just stand correct. You know, he told me what he knows somebody would kill him for. Why are you drinking this? This is called chocolate. It's chocolate. This is this is a protein shake. I just put in this bottle because the protein scoops. It's kind of hard to put it in, so this little rim is bigger. So yeah, it's not liquor. Protein shake in the Arizona bottle. Yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Anyway, but think about it. Think about the conversation we had. Think about what me our lifespan. Our lifespan was is that we start listening, and some of us thought that he was at that party, and some of us start doing research and a picture surface of him being at that party. Well, outside the party, we never got a picture of him actually inside that party. We never seen video of him inside the party, but he could have been there. Very well could have. I know he's supposed to be in New York, but he very well could have. But when I start talking about what I was talking about, he chimed in. He called me. He said, "Dude, stop talking like that, please. What you're saying could you're speaking the truth, but you can get some other people hurt by your words." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Your information. You gotta you're doing your job. You're doing a good job." But he told me, "Be careful about what you say about folks." And he was warning me for himself, because he ended up dying behind what we can speculate is the Kanika thing, but we don't know for a fact. We don't know for a fact that's the reason why he died. We just don't know. It could have been about a piece of bubble gum. It could have been about some cereal. We don't know. It could have been about his sister, his brother. It could have been about something else. It could have been about, well, the money he had in his pocket. And it very well could not have been nothing to do with Kanika Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, today's topic is about Kanika Jenkins. I just didn't put it in my title because I just didn't want to. If you wanted to come and sit and talk to me and talk with me, then that's what we go do. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. I'm not at the level of 33. Probably could be higher. Could be lower. Holla at your boy. Go to my Facebook. Holla at your boy. This shit is getting good. It's like an acquired taste. Your first sip, this shit is nasty as hell. But after that, this shit is... Yeah. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. That. Now, when we was talking, I was hitting home and he asked me to stop. He invited me. And what's crazy, he invited me to Chicago. And everybody think that I was out there with them in Chicago. I think they took that one conversation and made a whole storyline from it. A whole storyline. What's up, Sharon Field? Tasha, what's up? Tasha, what's up? I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just so many messages that's going past. I don't, I'm kind of watching them, but they're going past. Shiny. Okay, all right. So yeah, somebody asked me how much I weigh. I weigh 95 pounds. That's all I weigh. It's like 95 pounds. I'm trying to get bigger. I weigh 95 pounds wet. Yup. 95. Nothing but muscle. Holla at your boy. No, I got some muscle on me. No, I'm like 180. I weigh like 180 right now. I can bench like 250. Easy. Like easy. Really, I can. I'm not lying. Tell the truth, Julius. I mean, okay, I will. Did I just talk to my No, I weigh like 150, 155. That's all. I'm 150. I can hardly lift the chocolate milk, huh? Fuck it. Let me lift this shit. I'll lift your ass. Oh, no. Somebody asked me as soon as I said, how's your wife? Me and my wife, we're okay with each other. We don't talk too much. But that's my personal business. 51. But my wife is good. Ooh, I need to spice this thing up. So back to the conversation, and then we start talking about Kanika, and he was telling me about how because I said, man, when I was talking about the Kanika thing, people was calling me, telling me to stop doing the Kanika. They was trying to threaten me. Hey, don't. Those phone threatening me. It was like a prank almost. Some things I can't say on here because people take it literally. You know what I'm saying? From other sources that I don't want them to think that I'm not just safe. But I hate when people I hate it when people lie. You know what I'm saying? Because when I had Zach TV1 in my chat, you know what I'm saying, it was somebody else. And that's how you get a war started. You know what I'm saying? I spoke about that, about the Chicago police officers. That's what they normally do for the BDs and GDs and the west side and the east side. They have one set going against another set. They talk shit and say, hey, they about to go. I've seen police officers do that, primarily in Chicago. And I felt like that's one of the worst things in the world. But I can sit here and talk all day. I can talk all day. I can talk bad about the police station and the Chicago PD all day. But I don't want to just start slamming them. I want to start right now slamming the protesters that's not protesting, that's not out there in the front lines and wondering and asking questions on how can we stop the senseless murders of our young black kids. You know what I'm saying? That's out there pulling the trigger. They're out there mad about the young man in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania or something who shot that kid a whole bunch of times in his back when he was running away. See, now we're going to get attention. We're going to get attention from Black Lives Matters. We want to see the protesting out there and shit like that. But what about Chicago? Why don't we see protesting when it's black on black? And I get it. I get it. Don't be mad at just for saying that, my black crew, my black people. Don't be mad at me for saying this shit. But all I'm saying is that we need to be out there protesting, not against ourselves, but protesting against the police or protesting against the violence that's rising up. Like, we ain't trying to go out there and beat down our kids or kick our kids down while they're down. Well, what I'm trying to say is, hey, let's get out there and protest this shit. Let's maybe we can save a life. One life matters, two life matters, black life matters, all lives matters. But if I can go out there and save at least one person's life, I feel like I did an amazing job with the protest. Because if we show numbers in the streets and protest and patrol and just say, hey, let's go against what we see and what the police are allowing, let's take ownership of our neighborhoods. I remember I was donating my time. I was donating my time in LA and for my church. I went to Angelus Temple in Los Angeles. It's called, and they had this Christian school called the Dream Center. And what we would do is every Saturday, we would go out and we will adopt a block, and it was called Adopt a Block. That was the name of it. And so what we did was we would go out and we would go out with food, and we will go out with shovels and like barrels of cleaning supplies and shit. And the other crew, like, it's two barrels. I got the barrel full of cleaning supplies and rakes and brooms and shit, and the other barrel next to us got freaking crazy ass things and bags of food. And we will adopt a block. Like, we'll adopt like maybe 10 blocks, and we'll go and clean up that block. Go to door, preach the gospel, give Jesus, and then leave some food and walk away. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go back to the go back to the place, get more food, more cleaning supplies, dump some water on us, drink some water. And that's what we did when we called it Adopt a Block. And I thought that was really cool and fun. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is maybe we need to go out there and do some adopt a blocking. Not just to give food, but just to say, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Give hugs and shit like that, and give the word and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a better way out there than just to pull a gun and shoot you. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that all the time. We don't always have to have that, Chicago. Think about it. If we if we kill ourselves, then what do we have left? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we will never die off. That's one thing we will never do as a race. Holla at your boy. That's right, Huggy. People, they go to my Facebook and see this big ass Mason sign and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to wear this Mason belt. I used to have this belt buckle and it had a Mason. You see me standing like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a Mason belt. You know what I'm saying? So what? If I feel like I should be a Mason, if I should, if I am, if I'm not, so what? You know what I'm saying? It's better than going out there, going to rob people, going to steal from people, going to kill people, selling drugs. It's better than selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's better than smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Or smoking crack and or smoking the meth stuff or what is it called? The crack balls. You know what I'm saying? When they do the crack stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's better than all that stuff. Like, why should I have to worry about whether or not this organization do I represent this organization when I know the truth? You know what I'm saying? So I suggest to all you guys that criticize Christianity, go do your research on Christianity. That criticize Muslims, go do your research on Muslims. That criticize Masonry, go do your research on Masonry. Don't just take one person's opinion because just like there's good Masons, there's bad Masons. Just like there's good Christians, there's bad Christians. Just like there's good Muslims, there's bad Muslims. Everybody in every group every group, whether it's a homeless or gay group, there's good gay people and there's bad gay people. There's good straight people, there's bad straight people. So why should I look and judge you because of a symbol? You get what I'm saying? Should I just wake up and just say, oh, I see the cross. Oh, you got that cross. Oh my God, you represent Christianity. You are bad. You are bad. Oh my, should I do that? No, I'm not going to do that. Why do it to me? Why do it to me? Oh, because you heard on YouTube. You heard on YouTube the secret society. You heard on YouTube tell you that Masonries are bad people. What about King Solomon? What about him? Wasn't he a Mason? Wasn't he? Wasn't Jesus a carpenter or something like that? What do you think a carpenter is? The person that is a Mason. Wait a minute, God, you guys, boy. You get what I'm saying? So think and do your research. And don't let Facebook or YouTube tell you one thing, like YouTube is a good place. I'm always going to promote YouTube. YouTube is awesome. But I always say go do your research. And stop living sleep. Wake up. Stop living sleep. Wake up. Don't just walk with your eyes wide closed. Wake up. It's so much that the world have told us. If you go read your history book as a kid, you'll find out that everything that you learned as a kid about history as a kid today is incorrect. So are you going to sit there and say, oh, Jes33king, this goes out to that, what's the name of that something news? My history books told me a lie. My history books told me everything incorrect. Told me everything incorrect about Columbus. Told me everything incorrect about. And notice that when you talk about history of black men, they always start at slavery. They always talk about slavery. Well, why haven't we learned anything in our history before we were slaves? Shouldn't I be mad at that? Shouldn't I be upset about this? About why isn't that from elementary all the way to high school, when they talk about my history, they talk about slavery. Even in Egypt, they say, oh, Hebrew slaves. They talk about slavery. What about before then? There was life before slavery. There was a whole new life before slavery. You feel what I'm saying? Should I be upset? No, what I did was I started educating myself. I start learning, I start reading books, I start understanding. And I didn't get mad at Caucasians or my black teachers that didn't teach me right. I didn't get mad at the people with the literature. I just started doing more research, and I just love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to be under. I love to be corrected. I mean, I love to be correct. I have no problem by being corrected. I don't have no problem by taking constructive criticism. I have no problem with that. I love it. Correct me when I'm wrong. Just don't do it in a violent way. I hate violence. It doesn't pay us off. It doesn't pay off at all. Violence never pay off. I got a song in my head right now. Never. No, I ain't gonna sing it. I ain't gonna sing it to you. Y'all want to hear me sing? Because I can really sing. All right. y'all motherfuckers don't want to hear me sing. I'm telling you, you don't want to hear me sing. You could be like, "What the fuck is this shit?" J4K all day. I haven't sent my respects out yet. Let me see those purple hearts go across the screen right now. I don't want to see no other words. I just want to see all purple hearts lined up across my screen. Much respect to Kanika. There we go. Katrina Thompson's with the first hearts to pop up. Holla at your boy, Lady T, Pink Johnson, KT. All day. Let me see some more purple hearts go across those screens. This shit is getting good. I hope this is not picking up, because if YouTube, if you hear any music in my background, I do not own the rights to the music. Please forgive me. I am not trying to promote any music, but if you hear it, then it's okay. I just don't own the rights. So now I'm legal. I'm turning in now. God bless everyone. Have a great night. God bless you, Cynthia Williams. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all can hear that? Oh my God, y'all can hear. Okay, all right. So yeah, it's okay. So YouTube, if you hear the music, I do not own the rights to it. I'm not trying to gain any financial from this music. So I love you guys. But peace and love. God bless everybody, man. God bless everybody. I really appreciate your time. I'm about to jump off this YouTube. I'm thanking you guys for your time, your time, your time. The next time we talk, we're going to be talking about domestic violence. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, so if you're willing to talk, hear me out on this. We're talking about domestic violence. We're talking about what else? We're going to talk some Kanika. You know that. I'm going to talk some Zach. I do have that interview coming with Irene's uncle. It's coming. I'm going to drop the second one. It's going to be heated, so be prepared for that. I'm not going to do it live like I was going to do it. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just drop the video. This cat was really upset. The first video we did, he was okay with it. This one, he's not really feeling it, and you're going to hear it. But then at the end, he told me to drop it anyways, and he was cussing me out. He was cussing everybody else out. He was just cussing. But peace. I'm going to stay strong, okay? And I'm going to pray up. Keep it real. 88 is peace. Be strong, okay? And pray. Prayed up. Holla at your boy. Peace.